Hello and welcome, Hulkamaniacs, to Oh the Horror. I'm the Hulkster, and yeah, Fedora's been missing for about a month now, and we're kinda just starting to wonder where he is, but even if he's rotting away in a ditch somewhere filled with Vietnamese prostitutes, I know in my heart he would want this show to continue. In fact, he was actually working on a script before he left, so I touched a couple of things up, and I'm bringing it to you now. So, this is Sand Sharks.
So, this movie starts with a few little Hulksters biking around what this movie will later say is a beach. Might be missing one of the major things that make that up. Before one of them has a stall.
And if this movie's as big a ripoff of Jaws as the Hulksters heard, I'm sure the next scene is going to be him being dragged into some floating sand buoy.
Well, I guess this is the closest thing to a movie adaptation of Street Sharks as we're ever gonna get, huh? Meanwhile, at Not Amity Isle, it's time to stop with the Jaws comparisons, because the asshole in this movie ain't the mayor, but it's the mayor's son, Jimmy, played by Corin Nemec. And you can talk about Stargate all you want, but to the Hulkster, he'll always be Hitler from the 1998 martial arts movie, The Process. Oh, and here's our Brody for the week, too. Hey guys, cut that shit out, this is a public place. But he's gonna go off and be not shocked by a severed head on the beach.
Why do you think I tell him not to ride on the beach?
Hey, look, don't bite my head off, okay? I am just as upset as you are.
Yeah, clearly. So that leaves Jimmy to pitch his town money-making idea to his dad, which is basically throw a party.
I'm not just talking about a bunch of spring breakers running around, taking their tops off and drinking themselves into oblivion. It's gonna be music, too.
Well, in that case, the Hulkster can lend you a couple of CDs from his own personal collection. I got, Rihanna, Jay-Z, Chris Brown. The Hulkster loves the ethnics.
Oh, sorry there, you're not done?
You will be the mayor that saves this town. You and me will be the family that saves this town.
You will have saved the lives of millions of registered voters.
And there she is, playing this movie's Hooper. Hey baby, daddy's watching your movie. Put a shirt on, Brooke. Your mother and I didn't give up wife swapping to have you parade around like that. Back over to the sands, and you know it's a good thing there's only like 1 or 2 people on the beach at any time. Makes the covert shark attacks a lot easier to pull off. Brody might be the skeptical one about a shark being on the beach this time around, but that won't stop him from jumping into action like a hero when he thinks he spots one. Be thankful this wasn't Sand Sharks 2, you little shit. You'd have a clip in your ass by now. With Jimmy's party being given the green light, he calls in his posse, which includes his lawyer.
The Jimmy Green always pays. My word is money, baby, money.
Money.
It better be. Otherwise your name is going to be on a tombstone.
Brr. Turns out I was watching Snow Sharks all this time. Oh, and something else the Hulksters noticed. They keep on talking about some kind of tragedy that happened a few years ago that killed a whole bunch of people on the island. And it sounds like this is going to be a pretty big factor in the story.
Just like it was before the attack.
15 people died the last time you threw this island a party. You lost your wife and child to a shark attack.
So, what does all this backstory equal up to? Haha, that's right, jack all, brother. Hey look, a shark. That's pretty scary, right?
That's going to be bad for business.
Well, can you at least be impressed by the fact that it doesn't even mess up the sand? This lack of amazement in a species that couldn't possibly exist continues as the town people just sound more annoyed than terrified.
I own a business, and it's hurting.
My grandfather started that lemonade stand, and if I have to lose a leg or two to defend it, well, so be it. I'll catch your sand sharks for you.
So in this movie, it sounds like Quint is actually played by one of those cave trolls from The Hobbit. And then my darling Brooke arrives in town and gets right to work in taking her shirt off again. And what the hell do you think you're doing, you little bastard?
And it's Sandy. Please.
Well, Sandy, call me John.
She'll be calling you Sheriff, brother. Understand?
Oh, hey, if you're finished with those, I think my boss might need one.
Looks like a shark tooth.
We have a prehistoric sand tiger shark. The Striatolamia macrata.
So are you saying this is a dino shark?
Figures. Something goes wrong and the first person they blame is the Mexican shark. After another borrowed scene, in which in a movie this lowbrow, I'm surprised they didn't have the little Kittner boy spill all over the docks. The real sand shark cuts out the island's power source. And then I'm guessing the next scene is the shark dressing up as an electrician so that they'll let him in without drawing any attention. Actually, it's not quite that sneaky, and everyone finally knows the sand shark is real. Even Mayor Samuel White Jackson here.
So we're not going to fight anymore!
And then the shark bites another power cable, which shuts down all the power in this giant city that we're not in. But forget stupid little mistakes like that. The sand shark's dead. Time to set up for the party, brother. What's that? His dad died literally hours ago? Pfft, quit living in the past.
Besides, he always loved a good party, so the show must go on.
Damn right. The Hulkster's been waiting all year to get his funk on. I've even got my special Speedo.
Well, we've already ripped off Jaws 1 and 2, so let's jam the third one in there and say the dead shark was just a baby and that Mama is on her way for some payback.
She's out there, and she's hungry.
I hate to sound like a broken record, Jimmy, but these beaches stay closed.
No way. It's too late. Right now, there are thousands of college kids storming the beaches of White Sands.
Well, it's more like 30. But damn it, brother, I'll bet you they got 100 people's worth of partying in them. Another baby arrives and bites down on Jimmy's lawyer.
It tastes like sadness.
But you can always buy another one of those. The party is what matters, damn it. Well, shit. There's one at every goddamn party, isn't there? Has a few too many drinks and then starts eating all the beach babes. Quick, run. No man's gonna tell me what to do.
Brenda! Fight the power!
Now there's a whole goddamn school of the bastards, brother. And everyone's just running around in circles. But not my Brooke. She's baby, what are you doing?
The synthetic liquid that I invented, it's like crack for sharks.
Damn it, Brooke, have you been raiding Daddy's personal medicine cabinet again?
The shark starts surrounding the docks, and then Quint finally comes back. And he's so much more badass than the original, he kills most of the sand sharks off screen.
You think guns are gonna stop a pack of man-eating sand terminators?
What other choice do we have? We got thousands of kids stuck on this island. No way to get them off.
Hey, the Hulkster just had a weird idea. What if you just, stay off the sand? Okay, well, let's hear what you have to say.
You want to lure the sharks upstream and onto the beach, and then melt the sand with electricity, thus trapping them in a glass prison.
Oh no, you're right, that's much easier.
You're gonna need a bigger beach, Angus.
Ah, go fuck yourself. They set up some loudspeakers to lure the sharks into the trap.
Don't bother the snakes. Leave all the snakes alone.
So they start flooding in, but one of the speakers comes unplugged. So Jimmy volunteers to go out and fix it.
So we're not going to fight anymore!
Well, suck my savages, it actually worked. And Quint uses his machine gun that now shoots fire, I guess, and encases all the sharks in glass. All seems good till they remember there's supposed to be a mama shark as well. Pfft, those Tremors movies didn't know what they were talking about. The earth doesn't shake when something gigantic is moving through it. The ground is actually made of marshmallows. You know, the Quint character is kinda like Kenny in these movies. It just doesn't feel like the end until he dies. Well, we all know there's one last line to rip off, so let's just get it over with.
Eat this, you sand of a bitch!
Sand of a bitch. Ow! I even knew it was coming, but it still hurts. Oh.
Quick, walk for your lives! So with the last shark dead and in more pieces than my public reputation, this movie comes to an end with not all the sharks dead.
Could a sequel where he fights Larvantula be that far off, brother? Well, that was Sand Sharks.
Let's be honest here, Hulkamaniacs. There's fucking hundreds of these Sci-Fi Channel B-grade shark movies, and this one doesn't do anything better or worse than any of them. And hell, it even gets a little funny at times. So what really can I say? Well, besides it taking a lot more direct pot shots at Jaws than most others, and not really giving any in-movie explanation of what the hell these things are or where they came from. So I'll just end in saying, If you were staring at Brooke's ass during this shot, I will personally hunt you down and force feed you every fucking tissue you used while watching it.
Well, that's all from the Hulkster on this episode of Oh the Horror. Save some shit for me, and I'll be seeing you next time.
Mr. Sandman.